welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amari J, and today I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be a Q&A about college, and more specifically UCF, but really college in general. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I posted about a couple weeks ago to send me questions that you have about college or UCF or anything in general, and I will be filming a video for you all, so I'm excited and we're just gonna get right into it. Okay, so my first question is, what has been my best college experience? So this is kind of a very hard question because I've done so many things since I've been in college, and especially between the two different schools, I've had two very different experiences. So I'll pick an experience from both schools, that way you guys can see. So my favorite college experience while I was at Howard, most definitely, hands down, 110%, was homecoming. That was the most fun I think I've ever had. I got to see so many celebrities, and it was all completely free. I got to see a fashion show made by and ran by students. I got to see some of my favorite YouTubers. What else? There was a lot of parties. I got to meet people from all over the United States, because if you don't know, everybody and their mama goes to Howard homecoming. It's just the move. So yeah, I definitely say homecoming is a lot of fun. I would say my best college experience at UCF was probably the football games. I kind of just touched on that with homecoming, but not even just homecoming, just every football game. It's just so much fun. You don't even have to go to the game. And since we're students, we get into the games for free. And you just wake up early, you go crazy, go stupid, you walk around, talk to people that you never know or never will see again. You party with them, you drink with them, you play games with them, you laugh with them, and you keep going. It's like an all-day event. And so, like I said, I love football and I love tailgates, and I think that is the prime of the prime at college. So yeah, I hope that answered the question. Those are some of my best experiences thus far in college. The next question is, how do I pay for college? So this is something I feel like I've never said or talked about, and I also feel like it's very uncommon to hear. I feel like people don't really brag. I mean, it's something to brag about, but people don't really talk about it unless they have scholarships. But me personally, I applied for so many scholarships when I graduated high school. Unfortunately, I did not receive any. So that was sad. So my first year of college at Howard, that was all out of pocket. Technically not out of pocket because it was a loan, but eventually it will be, and it's a very hefty loan. One of the main reasons why I did not return, because why would I want to be in $100,000 of debt for my undergrad? I just didn't think it was worth it. I loved the school, but on top of all the other reasons, the financials played a really big part. $40,000 a year is not cheap, and that's already a bill I gotta pay just for 1 year of college. So yeah, then I went to UCF, and it's miraculously cheaper. Even though it's still expensive, money is money. I think education is very important, and it's something that I strive to obtain. So if I have to pay for it, I have to pay for it. With that being said, though, even though I am in college now, I still strive to apply for scholarships. I've been applying for scholarships because no one wants to really graduate with debt to their eyeballs. So I am actively applying for scholarships, and I also know once I get into nursing school, there's so many more opportunities for scholarships, especially being a woman of color. So I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna apply to some scholarships for when I get into a program as well. But to answer your question, basically all my schooling is getting paid for out of pocket through loans once I graduate. And yeah, I wasn't one of those fortunate ones, unfortunately. The next question is do's and don'ts. This in itself could be its own video, but off the top of my head, I'll name a few for you. Don't get a meal plan unless you have to. I'm sorry, freshmen, but don't get a meal plan. Don't get don't have to take an 8 a.m. Honestly, the only reasons why I ever had 8 a.m.s or really anything before 10 a.m. on my schedule was because that was the only class option with the only professor, and I had literally no choice, and I regret it every time, even though I had no choice. Because when I tell you, 8 a.m.s hit so different, they hit so different. I'm crying in my head just thinking about it. Like, if you love yourself, do not take an 8 a.m. okay? And my last don't for now is going to be, don't be afraid to broaden your horizons, if that makes sense. I don't know, find something that seems interesting to you, like a club or a group, and join it, or go to some of their things and see if it's something that you would really be interested in dedicating your time to. Because in college, that's your time to expand and broaden your horizons and see what you really like, and you know, meet new people that have the same interest as you or that you can learn and grow from. So I definitely say, don't be afraid. I think that's a way to sum that up. My first do is going to be, do join GroupMe's. I don't know, not every school is popping with GroupMe. I know Howard was popping with the GroupMe's. That's how I met some people. UCF, they have some GroupMe's. They're kind of hard to find. They're few and far in between, but I'm sure there are some if you can. Twitter is your best friend. Look for your class hashtag and figure out if there's a GroupMe, and if there's not, create a GroupMe, because everyone's looking for some friends and someone to talk to and get to know. So do GroupMe, okay? And if you don't GroupMe, Facebook, because they have groups in there too, and that's just a way to meet people and spread your resources. So yeah, my next do is going to be, do rent your textbooks, okay? Do not buy your the only thing you should be buying is an access code, and you know what I'm talking about. If you have one of those classes that have an access code, there's no way around it. You have to buy it. You can't duplicate it. You have to do it. I just had to do it. They're always expensive, outrageous for a piece of cardboard that has a number on it. I know, crying. But do rent your textbooks. I don't understand why people will buy them. And if you're gonna buy them, don't buy them from the bookstore. Don't buy them from Chegg. Don't buy them from Amazon. Buy them from someone else that has them. Because 9 times out of 10, they're selling them for literally probably 75% off because they just want to get rid of it that bad. Speaking of it, I should show you my textbooks so someone can come buy them, because no one is buying them. But nevertheless, don't or do rent them, okay? Rent them. If you can rent them, rent them. My favorite place to rent my textbooks from is Chegg. I love renting my textbooks from Chegg. They make it so easy. I wish this was sponsored, but it's not. But please do rent your textbooks from Chegg. And every time you rent your textbooks from Chegg, they send you something in the mail, and it's always really sweet. Like, I usually get a Red Bull or a HelloFresh coupon or something. So I think that's a nice incentive for using their service. And if Chegg fails, I always go to the bookstore and rent, because sometimes they do have them for cheap, sometimes cheaper than Chegg. But yeah, so don't be crazy and rent your books. Only buy the access codes, okay? And my last do is do take a break, okay? It's so easy to get burnt out and tired and done and just sick of school. I'm sick of school every day. I'd be sick of talking about it, but I still do. You just need to take a break. Take a break. Do something fun for yourself. Do something that you enjoy. Take out time to just be with you, or just be with your friends. Just don't think about school. Don't think about your work. Do take a break, because you need it, and you will burn yourself out, and you will regret it, and you'll look up and you'll realize you did absolutely nothing these last 4 years. So yeah, take my advice for that. Okay, my next question is about freshman tips. Basically, that's kind of the same as the last question, so I'm not going to really go into detail about that. Also, I have a video on my channel about what I learned my freshman year, and I just posted what I wish I knew before I started college video, literally right before this one. So those are both really good videos about my tips to freshmen or anyone that's just going to college. So you really should check them out, and I'll link them down below. So yeah, that, like I said, that's a whole other video in itself, and I feel like I've hammered that topic in enough at this point. Yeah, so next, and my last question for this video is going to be party tips. Okay, I could talk about parties forever, but I would say when you're going to parties, first and foremost, always be aware of your surroundings. And if you're just now going to a party, if you're a freshman, this is your first party or your first couple parties, don't get hammered, don't get super drunk, because you may think that you're with people that you can trust, but you never know until you're in a situation. And don't let yourself get to that point. So be that person that's not going to be falling all over themselves, throwing up all over themselves, doing all that crazy stuff. So really learn your limits. Maybe turn up with your friends in your dorm room a couple times so you can know like your limit and like what you could tolerate before you decide to go out in public and be crazy in public. That's the first tip. Second, really not really do your research, but like look into where you're going, because different parties and different venues have different vibes. Like you don't want to go to a bar or the college, I don't even know what you call it, college pub, club, whatever, wearing stilettos and a tight dress and makeup to the nines, because you're going to be pissed when you get in there and you realize everyone's going to step on your feet every 2 minutes. They're going to pour drinks in your hair because they're that drunk, and they're going to have their sweat on you. You're going to sweat. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be stank, and you're going to be mad that your stilettos are broken and your dress is greasy and your hair is falling out, wig slipping. So really make sure you know what you're going to before you go to it. I recommend having them one pair of shoes that are like going out shoes. And when I say going out, I don't mean cute. Okay, when I go to the parties that are at nasty venues like that, I wear Converse. You want to know why? Because no one gives a damn about Converse. Or I wear my Vans because no one gives a damn about Vans. I honestly should show, actually, you know what? Voila. These are my party shoes, okay? And I'm gonna have to wash my hands after I finish this video because they're that disgusting, and I don't think the camera's doing them some justice, okay? But they're not beautiful. I actually really loved these shoes, but I've had them for so long that they became my party shoes by default because they're easy to slip on and they don't cause me any trouble. So yeah, find you that one pair of shoes, usually black or white, that you can just wear. We'll say if you're going to a club atmosphere, like a downtown night out club atmosphere, that is a little bit more dressy. So most times for that, I would do my makeup. I put on some heels, put on a dress, you know, look real cute and put together, because like I said, look into the type of venue and vibe that you're going to before you go, because you don't want to get there and look like you're to stand out, you know? So yeah. Also, last party tip. Don't take a drink from anyone. This should be self-explanatory, but yet there's still people that do, and I don't understand it. Who raised you? Do not take a drink from anyone unless it's the bartender and you see the bartender make your drink. Don't take a drink from anyone, okay? Don't do it. Don't you do it. So yeah, that's gonna be the last question. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing myself, my breath. If you want to be a part of my next Q&A or next video that's similar to this, go ahead and follow my Instagram. It's always linked down below. Hit that bell, subscribe, and comment down below, because I love to talk to y'all and interact with you. And tell your friends, because we on the up and up, you know. Help me grow, and I'll help you. So yeah, that's it for this. That's it for today's video. See you guys next time. Bye.